everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Cowboys. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, That's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. This is Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. You know, last week, Charles, I asked you about this Dallas defense. What do you make it an 8-1? So much hype about the offense. Let's turn it defensive.
And they're a defense that really doesn't care about who gets the credit. And I know that's one of those great cliches, but they don't have that superstar that everyone just latches onto, except maybe Sean Lee, their linebacker, who I think is a marvelous player all over the field when he's out there. But also, in this game, was a return to the Pittsburgh area where he grew up and grew up a Steelers fan. Had to be very sweet for him to take away a victory.
Exactly. Get to 8-1. Throwing his car on third down. Cooper's got it. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 14 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Carl try it again on second down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Carr to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Look at the spin. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Murray. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on a run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Carr intercepted by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, these two have formed a pretty good partnership. Cooper in his 2nd year, Carr in his 3rd. But what makes a duo great can also be their downfall when you go to the well too often. And this ball is one that Derek wishes he could have back.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he fires one incomplete. At the end of 1, 7 sitting alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go! 1, 9! Ohio! Next round! Come on!
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. What a spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Here's the option going right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On first down, Carr connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up first and 10. On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is Carr. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here comes the 11 on offense back onto the field for Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott effusively praised his O-line after their Week 10 win. Said, bottom line, I'm running behind the best O-line in the league.
And he's right. And they invested in this offensive line. Travis Frederick, the center, was a Pro Bowl guy, a first-round pick. Tyron Smith, left tackle, first-round pick. Zach Martin, right guard, first-round pick. No accident, they're all Pro Bowlers and all Pro players. But at left guard, Ronald Leary is playing awfully well, filling in for Lyle Collins, who many thought would be a first-round pick, and Doug Free is steady Eddie at right tackle. This unit is terrific, and when we talk about MVPs, these guys won't win it, but we should mention them.
Now Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Here's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Carry on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Carl try it again on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll make it third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, let's look back on Week 10 for a second. What a slate of games. Seattle, New England, Dallas, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Denver. What was your game of the week, partner?
Well, my game of the week was Seattle at New England. Seattle coming off of the Monday Nighter, going on the road, getting it done at New England, who hardly ever loses at home. And it was a Super Bowl rematch. I love Dallas-Pittsburgh, a great game. Absolutely incredible finish in New Orleans. But how about Kansas City coming from 17 down to beat Carolina?
That was a heck of a game as well. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he's brought down after a good game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. In the red zone this time. 1 receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw again. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out costs him 5 as he's going to be out of bounds right at the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.